Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is DX Mimsy here, and once again, I'm coming back to you with another video for Xdefiant. Yes, we're going to be watching the game overview deep dive trailer that had been released about a couple months ago, but we're going to actually kind of dig in some details with the Xdefiant trailer. I have a recent video where I went through all the details of everything that's to come and what we know so far about Xdefiant. And I also have a live review. If you've never seen any gameplay of Xdefiant, you can check those videos out. I'll put the links to those videos in the description down below for all you crew members in the Armada. I appreciate you folks, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, here we go, folks, with the game overview for Xdefiant.
This is Xdefiant, a free-to-play competitive shooter featuring fast-paced gunplay complemented with specialized factions. So, what are the factions? Our factions are all drawn from iconic Ubisoft worlds and represent distinct classes, each with unique abilities and ultras. You can choose any character from any faction to assemble your team of 6 players. And during the game, you can change your faction or loadout to adapt your strategy.
It's going to be a 6v6 game mode for the progressive and for the arena mode maps. As you can see with the gameplay, it's going to be super quick, kind of like the older style Call of Duties. And they're going to be including more abilities, kind of like Overwatch. A lot of the questions have been, where are kill streaks going to come into play? I believe that what they're going to be really pushing are the ability charges. Just like how in Overwatch, where you get kills or perform certain actions, you get like progressed ability charges. I feel like that's probably what they're going to push here. I don't really believe they're going to go into kill streaks, because obviously if once they do that, it would feel a little too much like Call of Duty. And I don't believe Mark Ruban and that team, even though most of them are from Call of Duty, do not want to copycat, the COD games. So I think they're going to be mostly going into ability charges for that. And I've seen that question a lot. The gameplay when I played the open beta, was very snappy and phenomenal. I love the movement. When I got up, I got up. There is no prone in the game. These maps were built for there not to be any prone in the game, and you can like get little really sweet peaks and stuff. Just like earlier, there was a part, and maybe at the beginning. Hold on, give me a second.
This is
here it is.
A free-to-play competitive shooter.
Little quirky stuff like this, like you can get little slight peaks in little areas. This is, to me, I feel like the map designs were Rainbow Six Siege style, where you can kind of get those slight little pixel peaks or those head glitches. And I've had someone in a comment section in my previous video say, oh, the only thing comparable with this game to Rainbow Six Siege is that it's an FPS. I mean, yeah, obviously that's true. But what I'm also comparing is the map design really expresses a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege style. With some of these areas on the maps, it's like a pixel head glitch of some sort, or you get a good little peak on something. If you see a yellow tarp, you can climb up to a second level on a yellow tarp. And that's a cool way that they have identified, hey, you can climb this. So I thought that was pretty cool that they did that.
Featuring fast-paced gunplay complemented with specialized factions. So, what are the factions? Our factions are all drawn from iconic Ubisoft worlds and represent distinct classes, each with unique abilities and ultras. You can
that ability with the pistol. I seen some folks like talk about it. I seen a YouTube short of a guy who got literally the whole team with just that ability, and it was like perfectly timed. It's never like that, of course. You may get 2, 3, maybe 4 if you time it right, but this guy timed it just right to get the whole team off of the spawn. I feel like it's a matter of if it's in the right if it's in the right hands, then it's going to be considered one of the most overpowered abilities in the game. But honestly, I'm not going to say I'm the best FPS player. I mean, I want to say I'm at least average to tiny bit above average to be the normal FPS gamer who plays a lot of those games. I was only getting like 2 or 3 kills, and then the TTK in this game is super quick, so I get shut down pretty fast. The one thing I don't care for is the fact of the red wall hacks. I think players should be highlighted when you have visual sight of them, even if it's a pixel. If you have visual eyesight of them, then they can glow red, and it makes it easier for you to identify that's an enemy player, and you go in there and you can take them out because you already have a one tap pistol. But to have wall hacks along with a one tap pistol, it is a little much. But the only thing that really compensates for that is the really quick TTK to shut it down. But if you know how to utilize your environment, like again, like I said, with a very good player, this won't be an issue whatsoever. So I do believe with this ability, they're going to have to do some work.
Abilities and ultras. You can choose any character from any faction to assemble your team of 6 players. And during the game, you can change your faction or loadout to adapt your strategy. For your loadout, choose from a large arsenal.
Okay, so the progressive modes with the robot is super challenging. You really need to work as a team for these progressive modes because I've gone into so many matches during the open beta where they could care less about the objective because they really were just there to know and feel and get a taste for the game. They didn't even care about the objective, even though the objective and the mindset of the game mode was very straightforward and easy. There's a second thing that I'd like to mention. If Ubisoft, if you're watching this, if Mark Ruban, if you're watching this, I really hope you're just going to limit one character per team. Like how, you can only have one tank or one sniper, or one. I really hope you can limit each person can pick one character from the roster. So that, I mean, it's just no different from Rainbow Six Siege. When you have your attackers and then your defenders, only one person can have that character. And I really hope that y'all make that change because during the open beta, everyone could have shields if they wanted to. Everyone could have shields. They could play Echelon with shields. Everyone could play Invis. Everyone could play Pyro. Like everyone could play as the same character. So if you're going to run progressive modes like this, that's very competitive and there's a push and a shove and an attack and defend, you need to be sure that only people can play as one character per player.
For your loadout, choose from a large arsenal of weapons and attachments to customize and fit your playstyle. At its core, Xdefiant features realistic gunplay.
All right, so the heals. This character is Libertad, and it gives you like your own heal. Now, they already nerfed this character once. That was in the closed beta over into the open beta. They already nerfed this character once. So the super is an area and effect massive healing circle. But then one of the other Libertad characters, you can toss down this big canister, and it's also an area and effect healing circle. I don't know. I feel like you're providing just a heal resistance and it's super freaking powerful. I feel like that's okay, but the timer on it may need to be lower. I don't know. It's a lot of people. I feel like with this ability, a lot of people are going to have like the mains who play it who say it's just fine. It's not a big deal. And it is sort of defeatable. But at the same time, I feel like it is still very, very powerful, just on the borderline of almost OP. I feel like that if they just did a couple little tweaks with it, nothing too drastic. I feel like maybe an extra couple seconds or maybe an extra couple seconds on the recharge rate for their super would really balance this super out. I would be accepting of it a little bit better. Because when I played the open beta and people were getting this healing area of effect super, it was literally impossible to kill anyone who was inside of that circle. But then you also can stack that with a area and effect canister that does the exact same thing, which is also a healing. It just doesn't give the resistance, but the super resistance and healing on top of the other healing, you get double the healing and you also get resistance. I don't know. That's a combo that's pretty freaking powerful. A lot of other people played that character a lot more than I did. I did not really play that character about maybe once to showcase it for a video real quick, and that was about it. So you may know more about that character than I do. You can let me know in the comments down below the combos and everything for each character. But I do know that was the issue I was running it into with the open beta for the Libertad.
Xdefiant features realistic gunplay and the fun, familiar mechanics of an arena shooter. Each battle will take place on one of our 14 starting maps. Play casual matches and have...
And those maps are pretty awesome too. Like a lot of people had their favorites and their, you know, dislikes. But for me, I actually liked all of them. I actually liked every single one of them. I liked...
will take place on
the Metro was okay, but I did like the leading up to the Metro. I did like the plane. The plane was, I think, one of my top favorite maps because I could get from one end of the map to the other and nobody would even notice and get super easy flanks on people. Super good map to me.
Place on one of our 14.
Noodle, the Noodle map. It's not a bad map, but I feel like it's on the bottom of my list. It allows you to freely roam where you wish, but it's very open concept. And it's very obvious there's a left and a right and a center area. So it's a very basic map. This one is one of the progressive maps, and this one is about right above Noodle because when you get toward the end of it, that's where it gets a little meat grindy. And I'm okay with that a little bit, but at the same time, there's also a lot of flanks to prevent the meat grind or to prevent any type of defense, and it gets a little annoying sometimes. So this one's Noodle is all right.
In starting maps.
I like this map's pretty good actually. I like this map because you can go. There's like a whole map of a second floor and a whole map of a bottom floor. And I really like that design that I'm able to roam around and do what I need to do on the second floor. Like two maps are on top of each other, and I'm able to utilize all of those options. It's not just a simple one lane, or three lanes, a lane here, lane down the middle, and then across in every certain point where there's a crossover. No, they actually made two different levels where you can go upstairs and you can roam up there too and still make it to a certain side of the map and back and forth. I really like that. So this is a good map.
Starting
Arena. This one, the Red Pandas Arena. This is the most fun map to play. I loved playing the Red Pandas Arena. It's literally just that. It's like playing paintball or airsoft, and you have like these quirky, just these walls and quirky little places, and it literally just feels like I'm genuinely playing paintball or airsoft against these other players, and it's a super fun map to play. There's this one area where you get up in the middle, and everyone can see you, but you also have advantage to see everyone else too. So it's like, it's very balanced. Now the spawning in this game may need a little bit of work, but man, Arena was like one of my best favorite maps.
Play casual matches and have fun with players of all.
And Echelon. The Echelon HQ. The Echelon HQ was also one of my favorite maps along with Arena, because they created so many areas of getting in and out of rooms. You can even go through the vents, people. You could even go through the vents in the AC units to get to other rooms. You had to crouch and it was slower, but it was an option.
Play casual matches and have fun with players of all types and skills, where every match delivers an unpredictable and unique experience.
Again, the one-shot wall hacks, they're gonna have to work on this.
Matchups against your peers to push yourself further and see what you're truly made of, whether you're a beginner.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have ranked. Ranked is gonna be on release, and I'm hyped for that because I'm gonna be grinding ranked all the time. Like when Halo Infinite first came out, that's what I did. I went straight to ranked, and I was like an Onyx 1560 something. Like I was just barely there, so I was like an Onyx 1560 something, 1580 something, and I just played ranked the whole time. And the same thing's gonna happen here. I'm just gonna play ranked, and I'm gonna have the times where I sweat it out. But for all of you to know, FYI, they've stated no skill-based matchmaking for casual gameplay. And I love that because it should stay in ranked. Ranked is where your sweaty players are. Casuals is where your casual, fun gameplay is. So there's the difference right there. It's black and white.
Or ready to dominate the game. Xdefiant is free with crossplay, so jump in with your friends across platforms. And
free to play with
crossplay,
PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
An accelerating experience that will always be free to play.
But not last gen. They're not. They're gonna be working on last gen, like PS4 and Xbox Ones. They're still going to be working on that, but it's going to be much later, and it's not priority. They've kind of shrugged last gen off, and in my opinion, understandably so, because we're living in the future now. We're already a couple years into Series S and Series X. Yeah, I think the time is to move forward, upgrade, keep moving forward. Last gen, sorry folks, I hate that for you. But hey, work hard, save you up for an Xbox Series S or X, or save you up for a PlayStation. I'm an Xbox guy. I'm actually saving up right now to get a gaming PC. So, hey, stay tuned for any of that content because I'm going to be psyched to get a lot of those games.
And never pay to win.
Wait. I just heard that at the very end. Never pay to win.
Pay to win.
Never pay to win.
Fresh new content every single season. Xdefiant will continue.
Fresh new content every single season, which is they're going to have 3-month, well, what I estimate to be 3-month seasons. They already came out with a roadmap of what the first 4 seasons. We're going to have 3 guns and 3 maps per season. So it's like 1 gun and 1 map a month. There's going to be 90 tiers in the battle pass for that season. It's pretty much all going to be cosmetics, and it's all going to be just new guns being brought to us. And they are debating on a possible prestige system for each gun. Plenty of things to level on everything. Your characters level up, your guns level up, your battle pass levels up, everything. There's plenty to grind on the game. There's going to be plenty of challenges to play on the game. And then it says never will be pay to win.
Experience
so hopefully they keep their word on that.
And never pay to win.
All right. There you have it. The Xdefiant gameplay deep dive trailer. Just wanted to go over this in a couple details. I know I'm kind of like an echo chamber and I'm saying a lot of the same things because, to be fair, we've not gotten another update about Xdefiant. And Mark Ruban had tweeted that they're still waiting on first party releases. They're still waiting on things to be signed off. And I do believe once it gets signed off, I think they're going to they're just going to go ahead and get the ball rolling and release an official release date on Twitter or any of their social medias. So keep tabs on that. Be sure to go and follow them. I know we're all waiting. We're super excited. We're hyped. I know I've also seen some people saying the hype is dying down. The hype is dying down. I mean, to be honest, I think the hype is lifting up because now all over my YouTube recommendations is nothing but Xdefiant. And a lot of people are making Xdefiant videos in anticipation for this game. So Ubisoft, I hope you're ready, and I hope your servers are ready. We're going to be on the way when that release date comes out. All right, folks, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I don't usually make too much of this type of content, to be fair. If you watch my channel, if you look at my other videos, I am very just splurge of the moment. I do vlogs, I do gaming, I do a little bit of anything and everything. I just live life to the fullest. So I greatly appreciate all your support. If you enjoy my content personally, I'm here to give you the best in gaming as usual and the best in life. Live life to the fullest, folks. I am hyped up for Xdefiant just as much as you are. So be sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoy it. Comment down below which your favorite anticipated part about Xdefiant is. And as always, hope you have a good night and a good morning wherever you are, and the best in gaming. Don't forget that subscribe button. Peace out.